So this video is going to be showing the very start to the very finish of a Cayo Perico. So we've already gone to the Kusatka, and we've already paid the money, and we've gotten the airplane, and now we're at Cayo Perico. So now we're going to scope out the island. Let me show you how to do this super fast. You're going to run up, you're going to grab this bike here, and just a little bit here, we're going to be taking a right off into the forest. Be mindful though, these branches will knock you right off of the bike. So just must be avoided. All right, so from here, we're just gonna go ahead and continue forward. There's gonna be a bump up here, like a little tiny hill. I'll show you right when we get to it. It's this one coming right up here, and we're just gonna take a little bit of a left once we get to this hill here. And there should be a jump in front of us. So like right here, there's the jump. We're gonna hit this, go a little bit over the road. It's gonna be a second road. We're gonna pass the second road and go up towards these bushes here. Once again, watch out, because these branches, yeah, they're deadly. All right, anyways, from here, what we're going to do is just wait here just for a second. Notice your mini-map and watch the guards on there, because we got to wait for the guard that's looking off to the left here towards the ocean to turn around so we can go ahead and gun it on the bike, because that's what we're waiting for. All right, looks like we're good to go. So there's a little bit of a hill right here. We're going to hit this, jump up, and bam. Avoided that guard right there. And then we're going to go up this way just a little bit. And then right up here, we're going to go a little bit off to the right. Just be mindful, though. There are going to be guards and vehicles, little weenies driving around. There's one right there. And there's also going to be cameras. So make sure you guys, when you get to this point, you follow the exact path that I take here. So we're going to go this way. Right across here. It's going to get a little bit laggy. And then we're going to go past this right here. So there's a camera right off to the right of me. We don't want that camera to see us, which is why we're going up on the hill here. And then watch out for guards, because potentially there may be some patrolling. And then we're just going to go right up the hill here. So as soon as we get up the hill, we got the guard tower, or I would say the actual tower itself that we have to get to, the communication tower. And then from here, all we have to do is find the junction box, which we're just going to go ahead and fast forward this real quick. So we'll find that junction box, we'll hack the junction box, we'll actually go find the primary target, and then from there, that's all we have to do. So you guys can use this method right here to actually get to the communicational tower in about 60 seconds or less. And it's going to be up to you whether you want to scope further things on the island for later on. And the hacking here should be pretty straightforward. So we're just going to go ahead and figure out these numbers and try to match them with the top number here, which is 57. There we go. Got another 57. And then from here, we can pop open our phone, and there it is right there. It looks like this time around, we ended up getting the diamond necklace, which is one of the better things to get. So you got a couple different options here if you wanted to go ahead and jump off of this thing and parachute to some sort of like a part of the island that you wanted to do more scoping, try to find some cocaine or some more weed or money or something like that. Usually I just scope the hangar, but I don't even have to scope the hangar because the hangar always has stuff inside of it. So there's no point in scoping much anything else if you know where you're going. And I'm going to be going to the hangar. No point in scoping it because we'll be back here after we go ahead and set up Cayo Perico. So from here, I'm just going to go ahead and take the easy way out, which is going to make me end up back at the airport here in just a second. So we're just like jump off the communicational tower, take the easy way out, and at this point you can just find a new session. You don't have to do what I'm doing to make this even faster. Right now, you could actually just hit your pause menu, go to preferences, making sure that your spawn location is the Kusatka, and then from there, find a new session, and you will spawn inside of your Kusatka. So we're done scoping the island. We don't need to do anything. Went to the communicational tower and did all that, and that's done now. So we're back here in Los Santos, and this is what I'm doing. I'm taking my submarine, and I'm parking it on the beach. The reason that I'm doing this is because I don't want to have to fly all the way out into the ocean every single time when I'm coming back to the submarine, and then also leaving the submarine as well, because we're going to be doing this a few times here. Leaving the submarine and having to come back to the submarine, so it's best that you just park it on the beach just like me. So we're going to be going through 5 setups. That's the only thing that we really have to do here. I would say the most time-consuming thing is going and getting the airplane and flying to Cayo Perico. Alright, so we got number 1 here. We are going to be going after some different stuff here, but this is going to be our getaway vehicle. So for the getaway vehicle, what we're going to be choosing is the long fin. We're always going to be going after the long fin no matter what, okay? So anyways, from there, we're going to go ahead and hop into our Sparrow helicopter because this is one of the fastest vehicles in the game to get us to our location. When you guys get to the location where the long fin is, I suggest that you pop open your interaction menu and you request a Phantom Wedge. So hopefully you'd have a Phantom Wedge. It's a special vehicle. Looks like I got a little bit stuck here, so we're trying to ease our way in. Going backwards because backwards is going to get me to that long fin where I can attach it onto the back. Bam, just like that. And then from here, all we have to do is just take this to the docks area way down south on the map. And if you still have the cops, park it right here, get out of the vehicle, throw down a sticky bomb, and blow yourself up. And then from there, we should be good to go. All I gotta do from here, lost the cops, is just make my way back to the Phantom Wedge, which of course they have some on the map, but this is a faster way of doing it. It's just calling your own out. And then there we go. So we got our entry vehicle. So we got using the long fin. And then from here, what we're gonna need to do is just go ahead and go back to the submarine. So once we get back to the submarine, we still have 4 more setups, but it's going to be easy. So we're not going over the bombs. We will need the glass cutter for this. We're going to need the torch, and then we're also going to need the fingerprint scanner thing. So we're going to take care of those real quick. So right here, we're just going to go ahead and do this. Hop into the Sparrow helicopter, and then go and get the torch, which we found at a random, construction site. And then from here, jump back in the Sparrow, make our way back to the submarine. Bing, bang, boom. Got that one done. All right, now at this time, what we're going to go ahead and do is pop open here, and then next thing. So you got the glass cutter, and then we got the other thing, the fingerprint scanner thing. So we're just going to go after the glass cutter right now, because we actually got the glass cutter. We didn't get the barabons. If you guys got the barabons, you'd be doing something different here. All right, jump back into the Sparrow helicopter, and then from here, we're going to be making our way to a location where there's going to be like a board here. We're just going to go ahead and snap a picture of that real quick. That's all you have to do. And this is going to take us to a second location where there's going to be the glass cutter. So all we're going to have to do is just go to that location and take out the enemies potentially. Well, you're probably going to have to take out the enemies no matter what. And then just go right in here, grab this duffel bag. Bam! Got the duffel bag, and we are out of here. Head on back to the submarine, and that setup is done. All right, back to the board. All right, so from here, we're going to go over once again. And last thing. So we're going to have to do this. And then after this, we're going to have to do one more thing, which is going to be getting the guns, which I'll show you guys a little trick on how to do that too. So once again, hopping into this Sparrow helicopter is going to get me where I need to go the fastest, which is really awesome having that Sparrow helicopter in the submarine there. You're going to go to this location. Watch out. There's a shotgunner around the corner. He got me. Yeah. All right. Anyways, heading back in. Yeah, there's NPCs in here. Like, one dude always likes to hang out on the corner there, and he always has a shotgun. All right. So from here, pretty easy. Just got to go ahead and hack this computer. Pancakes? Nope, it was Panther. All right, anyways, from here, once again, got to that location, and it's going to head us to a second location where there's going to be a key card here. So we're just going to go up. There's not going to be any enemies in here. This is pretty straightforward. Grab that key card and just boogie on out of here. There we go. We're good. All right, now this time, we're going to be doing the weapons, okay? So it doesn't matter what weapons you guys choose, but you will always need to purchase the suppressor, okay? That's very important. You're always going to need a suppressor while on the island. And then other than that, we got an array of different vehicles, different weapons here to choose from. I usually go after the AK. Now, here's something that can happen. You can get this one here to where you got to follow a helicopter that's at like the Merryweather base. You don't want to do this one. That is not good to do. That's going to take forever. That means you have to fly your helicopter there. And then that is going to be like a helicopter that flies all the way out to like, God knows, Paleto Bay. And then you got to like follow it. Nah, it takes way too long. So this is what you're going to need to do. You're going to pop on these cruise missiles right here. We're going to fly a cruise missile on over to the Merryweather base, and we're going to blow up that helicopter. Now, by blowing up the helicopter, what this is going to do is it's going to end that prep setup, because we don't want to do this one. This one takes way too long, okay? We're trying to get through this as fast as possible so we can get to the heist, get the heist done, which I'll be showing you after we get this set up, and then from there, make our money. All right, so once again, we're just going to have to choose this again. There it is. Now, look at that right there. See? Didn't get the Merryweather one. We got a much easier one. We're going to be going to this building location, and I suggest you guys use an assault shotgun. It's one of the best guns in the game. We're going to take out all the enemies here. There's going to be a few hiding around, dudes in suits, whatever. Just take them out. It's probably about 7, 8 of them in here. Not that big of a deal. And then from there, we're going to go get our weapon. So our weapon is going to be up against the wall right there, and it's going to want you to hack this computer. So you have to like go up to the wall and like press right on the D-pad, try to get into the wall. It's gonna say, nope, can't get into the wall, gotta hack the computer to get into the wall. 9709. Let's try to find that real quick. So you're just literally, how I do these is I look for the two first numbers, well, the two first four numbers. So 9709, found that pretty easily. And then from there, that unlocks the little safe area to where the gun is at. Then we can grab the gun and be on our way. So at this time, we've gotten our, that's not, that's not good. All right, anyways, from there, we did get that one done, so we're going back, and we are actually doing Cayo Perico at this time. To show you how this is exactly done here, I'm going to show you twice the speed here. So we're going in this way, we're going to be using the long fin, we're going in the back, going right here. Yeah, I'm going to be able to complete this in a little over 11 minutes, I think it'll take me. And the reason for the longevity is because we're actually going to be using that long fin to travel around the island here. All right, so here we are. Immediately, what we're gonna need to do is head towards the hangar, because that's where I always go. There's only one guarding the hangar, and you can almost every single time fill up your bag here. I'm doing this completely solo, the whole thing. I'm not gonna rely on friends or random people or anything like that to do this. I don't like doing heists necessarily with people anymore anyways. I just like doing it by myself, because if there's anybody to blame for anything to go wrong, it's going to be yourself, right? Not like other people. So we're just going to go into the hangar here, and once again, I didn't scope any of this stuff earlier. Don't need to. Why? Because there's always going to be either weed here or cash. Sometimes there can be cocaine, and just to talk about that too. So for like the secondary items, it's going to go cocaine, weed, and then cash, okay? So cash is the worst thing that you can be getting. I know that sounds crazy, but weed is going to be the second best thing, and then cocaine is going to be the absolute best thing that you could be grabbing, so you'd want to fill your bag with, you know, with those items right there. So if there was cocaine, make sure you grab the cocaine. If there's weed, make sure you grab all the weed. And last but not least, of course, if there's money and your bag isn't full at that time, just fill your bag up with money. You should be getting around $400,000 every single time that you go to the hangar right here, which is actually pretty nice considering the fact that it pays more than doing one of those salvage yard cars, and a lot less time too. So since there's this cash here, we're just going to go ahead and fill up the rest of the bag. Look at that right there. Well over $400,000. So at this time, we're going to make our way on back to the long fin, where we are going to be driving the long fin all the way to the back of the compound. We're going to be going through the sewage entrance there, I would say. I think it is. I'm pretty sure that's a sewage area there. And then hopefully you guys did park the long fin in a decent spot, because there's been times where I've done this method and the long fin just happens to be like a mile out in the ocean. Somehow it floated away when I was at the hangar. So at this time, seeing as how this is the fastest boat in the game, we are just going to floor it all the way to the back of the compound. Literally, this thing goes faster than a Mark II oppressor. I believe this boat goes about 130 plus miles an hour or something like that. It goes very fast. You can get places with this thing, I'm telling you. We're just going to go around this way. Haven't alerted any guards yet, and I'm not going to either. Gonna jump out of the boat, go right down on here, and we're gonna have to torch this open. That's why we grabbed the torch earlier. This is what the torch is for, so we can torch the back and go right into the compound. This is literally like the best way of going into the compound, is just torching the back here, swimming your way in, completely silent. All right, awesome. Here we go. I'm gonna swim up here. There we go. So we got our bag full, and we can't really get into any of the rooms here anyways without doing glitches, and that's just gonna take a lot of time. You know, potentially we do have the opportunity of getting caught, but we're not gonna get caught here. We're just gonna go right for the main target here. I'm gonna turn around, I'm gonna bust out a gun. I'm running this way. We sped the gameplay up just to get through this as fast as possible. Show you guys how we're doing this. Pop that guy in the face. He already dropped the keys, but we're gonna need to go up to El Rubio's office. Watch out for this dude right over here. Oh, almost messed that up. Oh, headshot, got him. Be careful here, because as soon as they spot you, they'll start those alarms off in no time. It's pretty janky over here. So we're gonna grab that extra cash. Since I got the keys, we're gonna make our way back out of El Rubio's office and back down the stairs. We're gonna hang a left right here, jump over that little wall, and then bam, here we go. Into the little hidden room down here. Now we're gonna need to do the fingerprint scanner. Since this is on hard mode, I believe, then it's ending up giving us 2 of them that we have to get through. This is pretty straightforward. You just have to match them, and the numbers are all the same, like 1 for 1, 2 for 2, as the lines go down. There it is. Easily hack that. And then we made our way into this room, and we're gonna have to torch this. There actually used to be a method where we could throw a sticky bomb at this, but we can't do that anymore because they fixed it over here. And then this is how I get in here. We're gonna overheat this thing 3 times. That's all you have to do. And then let it cool down, and then overheat it again. Let it cool down, overheat it 3rd time, and then just go, bam, there you go. Now we're already in. Look at that. Super fast. Got the tequila, and we are out of here. So we're heading up this way. Gonna go right through here. Boast up against this brick wall just for a second. Pay close attention to your mini-map. Make sure there's no guards that are looking. There can be like some juggernaut dudes walking around right here. Like that guy right there. Yeah, don't want to have him shoot you. Just gonna jump up, turn right around, go for the yellow circle. Bam, there it is. Even though there's like people standing all around, they don't see me. Not really sure what's going on here at the door, but we're not able to get in for some reason. Hopefully we can fix that. There you go. It's the green button, man. Every time. We've done it 1,000 times now. It's always the green button. Go right up here. Bash that dude in the back of the head. Get his bike. And we are on our way to the ocean, my friends. Swimming back to Los Santos here in just a second. So when we go out here, you want to go a little bit right, okay? Just pay attention to where I'm swimming. Go a little bit off to the right. Don't forget to hit like left on the D-pad for your rebreather, of course, so you don't drown in the water. There's probably gonna be some dudes in a boat. They're shooting at you. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So right over here. That's all we have to do is swim to. Just right about there. Yep. And we should be good to go. There it is. Heading on back to Los Santos. So regardless of anything, yeah, we ended up getting paid, and it's gonna be well over $1 million. So is Cayo Perico still worth it? In my opinion, the method that I just showed you, doing it as fast as possible, yes, it is going to be worth it. And you can see right there, passed, made a whole bunch of money there. A little over $1 million, I believe, is what we'll end up making. Yeah, so this is a start to finish on how to do this the fastest. In my opinion, Cayo Perico still worth it for getting that extra $1 million, along with other running businesses and things like that in the game, like the bunker and also the nightclub and other things like that, like places that can just get you cash for free, like the agency safe and, you know, the salvage yard safe, the nightclub safe, you know, the arcade safe, things like that. But this is still, in my opinion, a really great way of doing Cayo Perico, and this is my personal experience of going like the fastest that I can go through this. Didn't take me very long. We got to the very beginning and all the way to the very end without any trouble whatsoever. Died a couple times, not that big of a deal, and made it out with a chunk of cash that was well worth it, in my opinion, because I'm still working on these career challenges here over in Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. But from there, if you guys enjoyed the video and it was helpful in any way, make sure you hit the like button on the way out, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, so you do not miss out on daily Grand Theft Auto Online videos. But from there, thank you all for watching and supporting the channel. My name is GRAVESIGHT, and I will see you in the next one. So, peace!